In this video, I'm going to share with you 3 reasons that you lose yourself in love, and stay tuned to the end because I'm going to give you one tip to help you stop losing yourself in love. If you have an anxious attachment style, it's possible that you often lose yourself in love. If you have an avoidant attachment style, it's very possible that you fear losing yourself in love. But what if you didn't have to lose who you are or your sense of self when it came to being in relationship with someone else? Did you know that for someone who is primarily secure, they have this balance between being independent, being themselves, and also being in relationship and relying on someone else? What if you could have that balance as well? Well, in this video, I'm going to be talking to you about 3 reasons that you lose yourself in love. Just understanding the why, understanding that can be the foundations that's going to really support you to stop losing yourself in love or fearing that that's going to happen when you meet someone. So many of you want connection, but losing a sense of yourself and who you are is such a great loss that it's either going to make you keep love at arm's length, or it's going to be really destructive for the relationships that you do have. Before I give you the 3 reasons, let me introduce myself. So I'm Carly Ann. I'm an attachment and trauma informed coach, and I'm the founder of the Attachment Recovery Gym. The Attachment Recovery Gym is an online membership that supports you to truly exercise your most secure self. You can join our community when you have reached the point where you know a lot of the information about how to change, yet you can see yourself defaulting back to old, painful patterns within your relationships. If you are new here, then welcome to the community. If you're returning or you're a member of the Attachment Recovery Gym, then welcome back. And members, this is your reminder to fill out today's daily attachment diary. So the first reason that you lose yourself in love is because you have a fear of being alone, left, or abandoned. Now, I'm not sure what's happened for you in your life to have this fear, but this fear of attachment loss can be very real. And when we experience that, it means that we can do everything in our power to hold on to someone else. And that often includes letting go of yourself. So if you know that you have this fear of being alone or being left, then it's very possible that you're willing to reject yourself and abandon yourself when it comes to being liked, being accepted, or being chosen by someone else. The second reason you might lose yourself in love is that you came to an understanding a long time ago that to be accepted and to be safe, that you had to forget about your needs and about who you are. At some point in our lives, we put on this mask that says that I'm okay by myself, or we protect the other person. It would have kept you safe at some point in your life. It probably does make sense that for some reason, your needs went unmet and they weren't the priority. Perhaps you just learned that, or perhaps it wasn't safe for you to ask for what you needed, wanted, or desired. Whatever it is, that's a conditioning and that's become a pathway. So now when you meet someone that you like, that you're attached to, that you care about, you can default to those old patterns, in this case, which is losing yourself, to forget what it is that you want, that you like, and to think more about them than about yourself. That really, really impacts your happiness. Now, before I go on and give you the 3rd tip and share with you a way that you can stop losing yourself in love, I want to take a moment just to ask you to like this video and subscribe to this channel. YouTube loves it, and it is how I get to reach more people just like you and just like me. More people that are out there losing themselves in love, but don't know that this kind of support and that this community exists. So if you could take a moment to like the video and to subscribe, then you never know who you might be helping. The 3rd reason you might lose yourself in love is because you become the caretaker, the parent. You care more about this person's feelings. You feel their feelings, sometimes more than you feel your own. You might be worried for them, worried about them, trying to solve their difficulties, wanting to think about how they can help themselves, and that consumes you. Now, again, I don't know why or when you took on this parent, this caretaking role, but I do know that you don't have to stay here. But it's really, really difficult to care about yourself when keeping this other person happy and making sure that they're okay has become the kind of main focus of your life. But there's many reasons and many experiences that people go through in their lives that can lead them to take on that caretaker, that parenting role. Perhaps there was a time in your life where you were a carer. Perhaps there was a time in your life where you were more like the parent and your parent was more like the child. There's so many guesses and examples that I could give, but it's another reason that I really see my clients losing themselves in their relationships. Now, as promised, I want to share with you a way that you can stop losing yourself in love. Now, this is something that I have purposely created a space for within my membership. This is something that I talk about with my clients, especially those that put their partner on a pedestal and that lose themselves. That is to come up, and actually there's so many benefits to this. I'm going to pause myself, but there's so many benefits to this when it comes to exercising your secure self. If you watch my videos, if you follow me on Instagram, it's possible you already hear me talk about this anyway, but it's definitely useful for when it comes to not losing yourself in love. And that is to create a ritual, a practice, a habit that is all about you, that is all about what lights you up, that you care about, and not in a selfish way. I have to say that because I know so many people worry about being selfish, but in a, this is all about me kind of way. Create something that becomes your non-negotiable. That means you commit to it. Come rain or shine, you practice this. For me, it is that hot coffee. That's where it started for me, and it's something that's really important. Another one is my business. That's something that's really important to me, and they become priorities. So that no matter who you're in relationship with, especially when you are attached to someone, these practices, these dreams that you have, they are important and they become your non-negotiables. If you do start to drop them, if you do start to cancel whatever it is that you love because you want to see this person more, or because you're thinking of them, or you're worried of losing them, then that becomes your sign that you're losing yourself in love. Make it a non-negotiable. You absolutely deserve it. And that is one of my hottest tips of where to start when it comes to not losing yourself in love. If this video has spoken to you today, then I want to take a moment and let you know a bit more about the Attachment Recovery Gym, because so many of you are going to benefit from this space. It's an online membership space where you can take everything that you've been learning. That includes all of the things that I'm talking about in this video and my other videos and on my Instagram. You can take all of that and you can put it into practice. If you have a reoccurring relationship issue or a specific trigger where you feel stuck, then fear not. The Attachment Recovery Gym marries 3 core components that are going to support you to be able to change and self-soothe in the moment. That is community, accountability, and education. When you become a member of the Attachment Recovery Gym today, you get immediate access to a library of resources and a schedule of classes that strengthen your secure self, just like you were working on your physical health, because that's something that I believe is really important. Thank you so much, and I hope that this video has spoken to you and can help you today to become more secure, because it's a journey that many of us are on, and I will see you back at this channel very soon.